number 6, although we never zoomed back out, so. But if you start yourself off with a zoom standard, you know you're kind of like zoom back into what we were, where we were. Oh dear. Okay. This is a big mess. I couldn't tell you where those two curves intersected. I could barely see them come up. Okay. Here's one way that you can differentiate one curve from the other. You go to your y equals screen and you arrow over all the way to the left, and I'm going to do that with I'm going to go down one, I'm going to arrow over all the way on that y2, and you get to that little slash. Thank you. I was going to call it a dash. It's a slash. And you hit enter, and when I did that, it changed it to a very thick dash. Now that one's going to look different on the graph than the first one. It's going to have a thick line is what it's going to do. So let me hit graph again, and I'll show you what it's doing. Okay. There's my first graph. And here comes my second graph. Okay, I see that that would have been a parabola, but it's missing its top. And I think that these two curves are going to intersect somewhere near the top of that parabola. But let me increase the scale on my y-axis so I can see their intersection. They do. We got to go looking for all of them. Okay. So let's first look for this one at the top of the page by hitting the window and increasing the y-axis up a little bit. Let's get a y max. It's already at 10. Let's do 20. Okay, you don't have to say enter or anything. You just type in 20 and then you hit the graph button again. Okay, there's that first curve. It's the next to the third. And here comes the parabola. And I now see that the parabola does hit that first curve over here in the second quadrant. I can see a little intersection there. Now go ahead and do the second trace. Number 5. Second trace. And then number 5. First curve. It says y1. Yeah, that's my first curve. Second curve. Yeah, just hit enter, sorry. It says, yeah, for the first two questions, just hit enter. If we have three equations, then you got to figure out which one it is you want to find the intersection is. And now the guess. My crosshairs are here on the y-axis up at the top. I need to move them to the left a little bit to get over to that intersection. So I'll slowly move those over to the left. And now I'm pretty much on that little intersecting of those two curves. Now I hit enter again. Intersection number 1 is at -1. X equals -1. Okay. Good. All right. Now I think I probably have some more intersections, and they're probably down below. They're probably down, below on this page. So let me go and reset my window for the y minimums. So I had it at -10. Maybe I'll go with -3. 30 this time. Make sure I get them. Hit my graph button again. Is that what I set it to? Oh, jeez. Oh, it didn't go. Whatever I did didn't work. Oh, is it going to stay there? No, it's going to go down one more. Sorry. Y-min. One more. Negative 30. Okay. Negative 3, 0. Okay. I think I got it right this time. Hit graph. Alright, there's that x to the third power. Here comes the parabola. And I see that it is definitely having an intersection over here in the quadrant 4 in the lower right. And I think it's got an intersection over here in quadrant 3 in the lower left. Let me do the one I can see really good, the one in quadrant 4. So I will go ahead and do my second trace. Number 5. First curve, enter. Second curve, enter. Now I want to move my crosshairs, and they're up here at the top of the graph. I want to move them over to the lower right here where that intersection is. So I'll just use my right arrow keys kind of slowly. I see my crosshairs again. That didn't take me very far. It's still going. Now my calculator. No, the calculator didn't freeze. It disappeared. Okay, I'm almost there. Okay, I'm pretty close to that intersection. I still press enter. I can do it on the keyboard. Got an intersection at x equals 4, y equals 12. So the next solution is 4. And I can go through and find the third intersection that way too. My calculator has disappeared for the moment, so I won't show you on that one. I think it'll probably come back, but we'll see. Yeah. So, we'll see. Yeah, it's going to have 3 different intersections. The last one will be at negative 5. Yeah, you'd get a true statement. You know, if you plugged in negative 1, you'd get a true equality here. And 4, you get true equality. And negative 5, you get true equality. Okay. Sometimes finding these intersections is really hard. Sometimes the calculator doesn't want to give you some of these intersections. But you might want to. I wonder if my calculator is going to work again. Let's see what it looks like now. It still doesn't want to work. Don't know why it went wacko on me. Now, you certainly have another option for doing these. And another option would be to take your equation. Well, yeah, we're actually gonna. The other option is gonna be doing them by hand. But another option would be to take your equation. I'll give you an example. 2x to the 4th minus 5x cubed